Figuring out whether your crush likes you back is honestly one of the hardest things to figure out in the landscape of modern dating. This is because, when it comes to genuine attraction, things are usually kept pretty subtle. We are often afraid of rejection, so we hide our true feelings behind small gestures and quiet signals. You really have to look pretty close if you want to see the signs that someone likes you. It requires a level of mindfulness and observation that goes beyond the surface. But do not worry, because I am here to guide you through it. Here is what to keep an eye out for if you want to know if romance is blossoming. Number 1. They respond to the sound of your voice. We often underestimate the power of sound, but the sound of your voice can seriously attract other people on a biological level. It is about vibration and frequency. Many studies have found that women are generally attracted to deeper voices in men, whereas men tend to like higher voices in women. It is a primal instinct. Furthermore, the speed at which you speak matters. Fast talkers are often seen as more educated and dynamic. And if you can change up your inflection, avoiding a monotone drone, you are seen as more interesting and charismatic. But how does this apply to your crush? Well, your crush might be secretly in love with the sound of your voice. So, I want you to keep a close eye out to see if they are responding to your voice with a smile or a laugh. Do they perk up when you start speaking? Do they turn their head toward the sound of your words like a flower turning toward the sun? If this is the case, there might be a genuine spark of attraction. They are tuning into your unique frequency, and that is a beautiful place to start. Number 2, they play hard to get. I know. We often hear that we should not play games, but the rumors are true to an extent. Playing hard to get is a big sign of attraction, and it is deeply rooted in human psychology. When we are with someone who is playing hard to get, we usually work that much harder to get their attention. It creates a sense of value, and that makes the seduction process much more intense and rewarding. This all comes down to one fundamental thing: availability. We value what is rare. Appearing to be less available can make people want you even more. Now, I am not saying your crush is ignoring you to be mean. It might be that they are trying to signal their worth to you. They are showing you that their time is precious, and they want you to earn a place in their life. So, if they are not texting back instantly every single time, do not panic. It might actually be a strategy of affection, a dance of pacing that is designed to build tension and desire between the two of you. Number 3, uncrossed legs. Let us talk about body language, because the body often whispers what the mouth is too afraid to say. Body language reveals a lot about availability and openness. For example, when someone uncrosses their legs and arms, they are basically saying, "I am available. I am open to you. I am not protecting myself from you." When we cross our limbs, it is often a defensive posture, a way to guard our vital organs. Uncrossing them removes that barrier. This is a basic rule of body language in both men and women. So this rule also applies with same-sex couples. It is a universal human signal. There are plenty of other signs of open body language that go along with this, such as unturned palms, which signal honesty and receptivity, or maintaining steady eye contact. If you notice your crush sitting in a relaxed, open posture when you are around, rather than hunching over or crossing their arms tightly across their chest, take it as a very good sign. Their subconscious mind is telling them that they are safe with you, and safety is the foundation of attraction. Number 4, they talk about being single. Let us stick on the topic of availability because it really is such a huge factor in attraction. Sometimes people are a little more direct than body language. When someone subtly drops a hint that they are single, it is a great sign. It is a green light. They are essentially clearing the runway for you to land. Think about it. If you were not interested in someone, you might mention a partner or a friend to create a boundary. But when you like someone, you want them to know you are free. So when someone subtly mentions that they are single, perhaps complaining about dating apps or mentioning they went to a movie alone, maybe it is the right time to make a move. Because who knows, they might be sending out signals of availability specifically for your benefit. They are planting a seed, hoping you will be the one to water it. It is a brave act of vulnerability to admit you are alone, so treat that information with care. Number 5. Leaning in. Proximity is power. A study from the year 2014 identified 5 separate flirting styles, and leaning in was a huge sign of attraction that was mentioned in the research. It makes perfect sense. When we like something, we want to be closer to it. When we dislike something, we recoil. The researchers specified that leaning in on an angle from the hip is a big sign of flirting. It is a deliberate movement into your personal space. So, if your crush is leaning into you after you make them laugh, or leaning across the table at a coffee shop to hear you better, it could be a major sign of attraction. They are trying to bridge the physical gap between you. They are trying to merge your worlds, so keep an eye out for that gravitational pull. It is magnetic, and it is a sure sign that their focus is entirely locked on you. Number 6. Revealing personal info. Intimacy is not just physical. It is emotional. As a general rule, the more personal info a person reveals, the more interested they are in you. That is what a recent study found when they studied flirting techniques and relationship building. When we share our secrets, we are handing someone a key to our inner sanctum. We are trusting them not to break what is inside. This can still be done in a subtle way. It does not have to be a deep, dark confession immediately. For example, someone might reveal that they are dealing with a heartbreaking loss or a major setback at work, but they might say it in a slightly casual way to test the waters. They are watching to see how you react. Do you listen with empathy? Do you judge them? If they are opening up the book of their life to you, it is because they want you to be a character in their story. Emotional vulnerability is the ultimate compliment because it signifies deep trust and a desire for connection. Number 7. Teasing. Now, this one can be tricky, but it is a classic for a reason. In that same study I mentioned earlier, the researchers also studied the signs of flirting that might arise during conversation. And teasing was a big part of that. They specified that flirting teasing consisted of making fun of another person in a lighthearted, playful way. It is not about being mean. It is about creating a little bit of friction, a little bit of spark. We are guessing that a lot of our viewers have probably experienced teasing in their own flirting experiences. It is that nudge on the shoulder, that silly nickname, that joke about your coffee order. But remember, and this is crucial for your own emotional maturity, keep teasing lighthearted and fun. Never make fun of someone for things they are insecure about, no matter how much you are crushing on them. Healthy flirting lifts people up. It does not tear them down. If they are teasing you gently, it is often a way to break the tension and create an us versus the world inside joke dynamic. Number 8. Eye pupils and dilation. Biology is fascinating, isn't it? We all know the old saying that eyes are the windows to the soul. But if you stare deep enough into your crush's eyes, you might just get a scientific clue as to whether they are into you. Studies have shown that when people become aroused or stimulated by something they see, their pupils actually dilate. They get bigger. This is an involuntary response. You cannot fake it. It is your brain saying, "I want to see more of this." This is actually a pretty good sign of sexual orientation and deep interest as well. Your eyes will dilate when you look at the gender or the person you are most attracted to. So the next time you are having a conversation, look closely at their eyes. If their pupils look like deep, dark pools expanding when they look at you, it is a sign that their nervous system is lighting up in your presence. It is a silent confirmation of desire. Number 9. Playing with nearby objects. Have you ever noticed that when you are around someone you really like, you suddenly do not know what to do with your hands? When some people get nervous, they fidget. It is an outlet for all that pent-up adrenaline and excitement. They might play with their hair, twirl their bracelets, or pick at their nails. But according to a recent study, those same behaviors might be linked with attraction. Researchers found that people who were flirting often found themselves playing with buttons on their shirts, pulling at zippers, twisting strings on a hoodie, and touching many other nearby objects. It is a displacement activity. They want to touch you, but they cannot yet, so they touch the world around them. It is also a sign that you make them feel a specific kind of nervous excitement, the kind that gives you butterflies. So if they are fidgeting with a coaster or a pen while talking to you, do not assume they are bored. Assume they are electrified by your presence. Number 10. Mirroring. Finally, we have one of the most powerful psychological indicators of rapport. Mirroring. Another big sign of attraction is this subconscious mimicry. If you look closely, you might find that your crush seems to be copying your movements and behaviors in a subtle way. If you take a sip of your drink, they take a sip of theirs. If you lean back, they lean back. It might be tilting their head to the side in the same way as you or adopting a similar posture with their legs. Mirroring has been studied quite intensively in psychological research. It is a sign of empathy. It basically means, I am like you, we are the same, we are in sync. It is a primal way of bonding and showing that you are on the same wavelength. When someone mirrors you, they are validating your existence. It is a beautiful, silent harmony that happens when two people are truly connecting. So, my friends, the landscape of love is full of these small, hidden treasures. It is not always about grand declarations or movie-style speeches. Profound love often starts with a dilated pupil, a nervous fidget, or a shared laugh. Which of these signs do you find interesting and believable? Have you noticed any of them in your own life recently? I would absolutely love to hear your stories. Let us know your own experiences in the comments below. Sharing your journey helps us all feel a little less alone in this confusing world of dating. Also, please check out our friends, We the Kim, for a video they did on understanding highly sensitive people. It is very interesting and pairs beautifully with our discussion today, especially if you are someone who feels these signals deeply. Remember, you are worthy of a love that sees you, hears you, and mirrors the beautiful person you are. Trust your intuition, keep your heart open, and pay attention to the signs. The universe is always speaking to us. We just have to learn how to listen. As we wrap up today, I want to take a moment to talk about patience. When we are looking for these signs, the leaning in, the uncrossed legs, the dilated pupils, it is very easy to become obsessive. We can start to analyze every single movement, every single blink, every single word. We can drive ourselves a little bit crazy wondering, was that a mirror? Was that a tease? Was that a hint? I want to encourage you to take a deep breath and step back. While these signs are scientifically valid and psychologically proven, they are just indicators. They are not the whole story. The most important sign of all is how you feel when you are with them. Do you feel safe? Do you feel respected? Do you feel like you can be your authentic self? If you see all the signs, the flirting, the touching, the eye contact, but you feel anxious, small, or unsure, then the signs do not matter. Your intuition is the ultimate guide. A person can display all the body language of attraction, but if their actions do not align with their words, or if they do not treat you with kindness, then that attraction is not a foundation for a healthy relationship. On the other hand, sometimes people are shy. Sometimes people are guarded. They might not lean in right away. They might keep their arms crossed because they are nervous, not because they are closed off. They might be terrified to reveal personal information because they have been hurt before. This is why compassion is so important in the dating process. We are all walking around with our own histories, our own fears, and our own defense mechanisms. If you like someone, give them space to unfold. Create a safe environment where they feel comfortable uncrossing their legs, comfortable lowering their voice, comfortable sharing their secrets. Love is not a test that you pass or fail based on a checklist of 10 signs. It is a garden that you grow. It takes time, sunlight, and water. These signs we discussed today are like the first little sprouts poking through the soil. They tell you that something is growing, which is exciting, but you still have to nurture it. So go out there and observe. Have fun with it. Notice the fidgeting, notice the smiles, notice the energy. But do not forget to simply enjoy the person in front of you. Connect with their humanity, not just their potential as a partner. And if you realize that the signs are not there, if you realize that the person is closed off, unavailable, or uninterested, that is okay too. It is a gift to know the truth. It frees you to move on and find the person who will lean in, who will mirror you, and who will look at you with eyes wide with wonder. You deserve that kind of connection. You deserve to be someone's favorite person. You deserve to be the reason someone smiles when they hear your voice. Never settle for anything less than a love that feels like home. I am so proud of you for exploring these topics and for wanting to understand yourself and others better. Emotional intelligence is a superpower, and you are building it every single day. Thank you again for being part of this community. Your presence here makes a difference. I read your comments, I feel your energy, and I am cheering you on from afar. Take care of yourself today. Drink some water, get some fresh air, and speak kindly to yourself. You are doing a great job. Until next time, keep radiating that happy aura. The world needs your light. Goodbye, my friends.